Hello guys. Hello. So are we really at the bottom? Hello. Hello guys. Hello guys. Welcome to our live stream. Hello. Welcome to our live stream. Hello guys. Hello guys. So is Bitcoin really at the bottom, or we are just getting started? Yeah, that's the question I ask all the time. Is Bitcoin really at the bottom, or we are just getting started? We are going to find out. We're just getting started. As you can see, this was the last high of Bitcoin, and this was in about 2021. This was the last high, and this was about in 2021. And guess what? Price has retraced and touched the 2021 highs, which is kind of surprising, and it's kind of weird because if we are to browse it, like what was Bitcoin's 2021 highs. Bitcoin Bitcoin's Bitcoin Bitcoin's high in 2021. What was Bitcoin's high in 2021? We can literally find out. See, 68,600, and as you can see it here, $68,649, and that's currently where we are on the chart. We are below, but that's where it's currently trading. As you can see, that's where it's currently trading. That's where the market is currently trading. We've touched the last. That's currently where the market is trading. As you can see, $68,649, and You guys can see that's where exactly the price is hovering about. So if you bought bitcoins, so if you bought bitcoin at the high in 2021, um this is literally where we are right now, because bitcoin is hovering around the 2021 highs. Bitcoin is hovering up around the 2021 highs. So if you bought in 2021 at the high, that means you are either in break even, or you might probably be in loss. That's if you bought at the high, because if you look at the high is about 68,600, and the price right now is 68,000. So you must just be in little profit and stuff. That's if you bought at the highest of highs. So what we are here now, the question is Bitcoin really at the bottom? That's the question. Is, are we really at the bottom, or this is just historical fit? If you look at it from the high in 2021, this was about, that's 68,000. We had a dip from 68,000 to this bottom right here. So is this true repeating itself? We had a dip from 68,000 to 15,000. So we had a dip from 58,000 to about 15,000. That's about almost 77 percentage loss. That was about 77 percentage loss on Bitcoin. As you can see, this is the live analysis of Bitcoin right here that we're doing. Bitcoin dumped from 68,000, which was Bitcoin's 2021 high, to uh 15, that about 14 or 15,000. That's about 77 percentage loss. So the question now is, are we in the bottom? Is this really the bottom to signal a correction to the upside? Or please mind my slow stuff, because this is my first time live streaming. So bear with me. So are we really at the bottom, or Bitcoin is just continuing the historical fit it has been doing? So is it from here we are going to see the turnaround, or it's just a continuation to the downside? That's the question. Are we really going to see a continuation, or are we going to see a continuation to the upside, or it's just a fake out? So it's either one of these two. Earlier or late last year, we saw Bitcoin do its, sorry, I mean last year we saw Bitcoin do its highs at about $126,000 per coin. 125,000, 126,000. In some places we saw Bitcoin do all those. So the question now is, are we back? Are we back? Is this the Bitcoin low? Is this the Bitcoin low, or we're just going to continue a continuation? You see, from what we've seen here, we saw Bitcoin tap from here, trajectory. It's going to start from here. 1, 2, and see, we still see Bitcoin here. These are historical fits of the charts. Yep. Yep. These are potential reversals, and as you can see, so as you can see, we saw one, a massive down. It retraced back. It retraced back all the way from here to this point here. That was around here. Bingo. That was Bitcoin dumped all the way from its high in 60K to 30K. That was like 50% of its price. Then it did a retracement, a pump back to the 60,000 area, then dump back to 15,000. So the question now is, are we in the deep, or this is just the normal historical cycle? Well, my answer is kind of straightforward. We saw Bitcoin dump from $68,000 to $15,000, losing 77% of its value. Yeah, you hear many people shout, "This is the end, this is the end, crypto is over, I told you not to buy," and things like that. But that's exactly not what's going to happen, because crypto is the future, of finance. It is a gamble on the future of finance, and many institutions are betting on it. Hence, we have the ETFs, MicroStrategy buy more, many other countries, El Salvador, many other. So there's kind of like still hope around Bitcoin. So I don't feel this is the end. This is just the normal cycle we've seen, because how a coin dumping from 68,000 to 15,000 was psychological. Looking at coin market cap, we are currently in about 8% fear. Give me some minute to set this up. So our fear index is currently about 8. Let me show you guys. Okay, we are currently on 10. Our fear well, as you can see, we are currently on 10. Extreme fear. So many people are like kind of scared to buy. Even CZ was prepared. CZ was prepared. Just give me some minutes for this my chart to load up. So CZ even dropped a quote that last time he said we should buy. Bitcoin was literally hovering around CZ. CZ indicated on a potential bull run. That's what CZ indicated. Indicated on a potential bull run for us in the crypto market. It gave us a few insights on what to get. So what do I see? So Bitcoin losing So here is my take. Here is my analysis. This is not the end for Bitcoin. This is definitely not the end of Bitcoin, because Bitcoin has definitely seen worse, and there are still going to be times like this that are going to come, because having a correction from 125k to 68k is about is about um is about 45% loss. So that's why I said we've had worse. We've had the 77% dip in the past, and this was in around 2021. We had the 77% dip in 2021 to about 15k. That was like the lowest people actually think can be. So, but this is how historically it has been going. How Bitcoin historically has been going. So there's no money sugarcoating. There's no any hope. You just have to know that BTC is the future of finance. It's a big gamble. So you just have to put the trust and make the buy right now. At Bitcoin is on 68,000. There is still hope. We are currently on a strong. We are currently on a strong resistance. We are currently on a strong resistance, as you can see, because there was a touch here. There was a touch here. Sorry. There was a touch here. There was a touch here. 1, 2, then 3 before this. So it's safe to say we are currently in a strong support resistance, I mean. So there are some people that are gonna like take the buys from here to the upside, which they are ignoring the demand zone here. Let me use a box for that. They are ignoring the demand zone right here. There's a demand zone right here. When you see a large candle like this, that's also a fair value gap, obviously. You just know this is a fair value gap. When you see a large candle like this, you know that's a fair value gap. This is also a fair value gap. Yeah, and fair value gap in the market are very important, because you know where the buyers and the sellers are. You know they're most likely to get filled up. So I will be taking this trade. but I'm not going to take it from the monthly time frame. Obviously, I'm not definitely going to take it from the monthly time frame, because that's for the institutions, those who have the largest big funds in the market. So I'll be taking it from. I'll do my analysis. So this is how it's gonna go. This is how I feel. From what we've seen, Bitcoin's all-time high is about 127,000. So I feel that we'll still expect a retracement to this point. So the question is it going to keep going down? I feel this is just where the bottom stops. Can never be too sure about how this coin move, because even when people bought around here, they feel this is the potential scale up to the upside. But guess what? Bitcoin, because when people bought here, they feel markets will keep going, and boom. But guess what? Bitcoin is full of surprises, my guy. Bitcoin doesn't move that way. So it's either we see markets go this same way. It's either we see this, boom, to 15k, or see market go like this. If we don't see the market go like that, then we are going to see the market go like something like this, 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 and yeah, we're going to see the market go like this. Oh, made a mistake in this. Then this market go like this, 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 like yeah, like here, it go here, here, then boom. So this is how I expect the markets to react. This is how I expect the markets to react. I feel we are at the bottom of the dip. This is what I just genuinely feel. Doesn't guarantee is right. So this is just genuinely what I feel. So this is the monthly time frame. We scale over to the weekly. Let's see what the weekly is telling us. The weekly is kind of giving us more details. The weekly kind of give us more details. You can see little head and shoulder forming. And yeah, so some might have drawn this mark here like like an ascending triangle. Those people that use chart patterns. Yeah. So there was a demand zone around here. But I'm not gonna mark it. There's a demand zone around here. Yeah. So the only people that bought from here, boom. And see there was little resistance around these points. So if I was to take a trade, because I'm planning on longing Bitcoin, but I'm looking for that opportunity to long Bitcoin. This is the daily time frame. We are moving. Yeah, you guys, pardon my sluggishness because kind of new to this live analysis. Yeah. So now there's more clarity now. So much more clarity. As you can see, this was last high. So if you ask me what next I expect for Bitcoin, I think it's kind of simpler now to explain what next I expect for Bitcoin. It's simpler to explain what next I expect for Bitcoin. But this line I know just for fancy. So I think it's simple. I expect Bitcoin to do nothing less than year and year and boom. Obviously, normal. Yeah, get this is exactly how I expect Bitcoin to move. You know, you never just too sure of stuffs. So just keep marking this thing, but I'm a swing trader, so I take my entries from the 4 hours. I don't go below the 4 hours, so the hours right there are just for fancy and you know, just to make little more confirmations. To make little more confirmations and shit. So the 4 hours, let's give us of 4 hours and boom. This is the 4 hours. So what are we seeing in the 4 hours? It's kind of simple. It's still the same thing. I don't want it to be too complicated for you guys. So I'm gonna just move this. The chart is just kind of straightforward. So I can't necessarily find an opportunity for Bitcoin. We're just marking the highs and stuff. So I can't necessarily find an opportunity. If I was to take a trade, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna play the waiting game. If we want to, probably scalpers are going to see potential entry probably to the downside. Yeah, taking the downside and target an easy buy full. Because the trend is trending down, obviously. Correction, correction, correction. So I see no reason why we shouldn't. That was if I was going to take a trade, but I don't do that. I don't sell Bitcoin. I buy. So looking at the bigger picture, looking at the bigger picture, this is how I'm going to take my trade. Taking it from here. So I expect Bitcoin to stick over around here. I still believe this is a very strong zone. That's around 52,000. That's around 52,000. So that will be, there is a crazy opportunity to buy around here. So this is also how I see Bitcoin, and this is going to create. This is just analysis on Bitcoin. Obviously, I can't do this massive. I'll target it 2-1. I'll just put my stop below here. That's an easy. This is exactly my entry. That's an easy 1 to 5. This is obviously the daily time frame, so I'm not going to take that much risk. I can swallow. So this is how I'm going to take my entry. Although this zone is a strong zone. It's a strong zone because of there been some few resistance around here before the takeoff. So that zone is a strong zone. There's been a few resistance around there before the takeoff. So I'll be watching out. But this is my entry. I'll be buying Bitcoin at 62,000, stop loss at 54,500, 509. And my take profit is the all-time highs. Because I'm not giving up on Bitcoin, and Bitcoin ain't giving up on us too. So I'm not giving up on this shit. So these lines you see here will be my take profit 1, take profit 2, and take profit 3. So you guys, that was just it. Take profit 1, take profit 2, and take profit 3. Like I said. So that's just how it's gonna go. Let's go to this 4 hours time frame to see exactly what I see. Let's see. Yeah, like I said, if you are daily, if you are scalper, like short time, you use the short time frame, use the smaller time frame, you definitely see opportunities to short the market right now, because the trend has been going down. But if you go to the on the smaller time frame, you will see reasons to short the trade. You reasons to take the shots. Reasons to take shots. Yeah, because the trend has been down. It has been going down. It has always been down. But as a swing, I look at the bigger picture. I'll be taking the trade. So I that's if I'm gonna short probably around this point here, and boom, it's my entry. A simple 1 to 9 like that because of where it's been moving about. So depends on you, but if you're going to take the same trade I'm going to take, because I don't take small trade like that, I take a large trade. I'll be buying Bitcoin at 50 at this point here at 62,000, stop loss 54,000, and we are going to all-time highs. We are riding that stuff to all-time highs. Somebody say all-time highs in the chat. All-time highs in the chat. We're going to ride Bitcoin from all-time highs, and I can assure you, my guy, I can assure you guys, this trade is not guaranteed, but I tell you something there, and I tell you one time, if this trade plays out, obviously trading is a game of probability. If this trade plays out, we're going to make crazy bends. We're going to make big bends because we are buying Bitcoin from $62,000, and we're going to sell it at 123,000. Our take profit one is 78,000, take profit two is 105,000, and take profit three is 123,000. So this is just the beginning. Why for Ethereum I don't see much. Ethereum is basically trading the same. Clear this up, clear this up, clear this up. Ethereum is basically trading the same. That's it. So that's just how it is. This is the bottom of Ethereum, $135. As you can see, Ethereum has been moving similarly with Bitcoin. So as moving in similar fashion with Bitcoin. Obviously, this trade hasn't taken off for those people just joining. We're taking it from, we want the candle to obviously come back down. We obviously want it to come back down. We're going to ride it. We're going to ride it all the way to the all-time highs. We're going to ride it all the way to the all-time highs. Is it going to get any worse than this? Well, I don't know. Am I right on this trade? I don't know. Basically, this is just where I'll be buying Bitcoin. I'm buying it at 62,000. And if it fails and comes back down to this place, I will be taking another buys. That's for people going along with me. So for Ethereum just like the sister, it's just like the brother of Bitcoin. It's basically the same trade. Yeah. So this is how Ethereum looks like. Ethereum has been the same. Nothing much for Ethereum. Initially bought Ethereum, but you know how Ethereum is, it's kind of volatile. It has aggressive price movement at 2. Yeah. So Ethereum is basically like the sister of Bitcoin. Bitcoin moves, Ethereum moves. Sometimes it prints more than Bitcoin. Rare occasions like that. So Bitcoin, Ethereum also is at that point. So this line here is similarly the same thing that we have on Bitcoin. I was telling you people about that we might just have a dip. What I told you that is like the sister. It's just like something like this here, this one here, right here. So We just have to wait and see if there's going to be a dip. Obviously, I'm not going to, when I tell you I'm going to buy at 62,000 for Bitcoin, I don't necessarily mean I'm going to buy at 62,000 for Bitcoin. Obviously, I'm going to wait for my entry, but I'm just giving you the trade idea of how I'm going to take the trade. That's necessarily what I mean. So I'll expect the same for Ethereum. This is a fair value gap right here, and it's filled. Fair value gap has been filled. So it's either Ethereum is coming down. Ethereum is coming down. So it's either Ethereum is coming down, like for Bitcoin, and boom. Or Ethereum will just do the unexpected or the expected. Not necessarily the unexpected. So you can also do the expected and just bounce back a bit, then like that. Yeah, like that. And boom. We've seen this happen many times. Many times. Many times. Seen it happen many times. What the fuck was that? Yeah. We've seen this happen many times. So you expect nothing short of that. So if you have to buy Ethereum, well, Ethereum is kind of not necessarily harder to trade, but it's just having some kind of lack of opportunities and it's basically more volatile. So you might see some retracement of Bitcoin and not necessarily see the same for Ethereum. There's a order to fill there. So you have to take an entry. Yeah, I take it from here. Buy Ethereum from 1,002. Can't believe Ethereum might just go to 1,002. You ride all the way to all-time highs. You ride all the way to all-time highs, baby. Ride all the way to all-time highs, baby. Oh yeah. If I was to buy, obviously I'll wait for my entry. I'm going to be taking it from here. From $1,600. My stop loss will be the next low. Which is a very risky place to put your stop. Be the next low. But I'm not taking entry from the weekly time frame. Once again, we'll go scale to the 4 hours. Then wait for our entry. Entry will be around here. Right to the all-time highs. Buy from the lowest low. Buy from the lowest low. Right to the all-time highs. We're about to make crazy bread this year. Like I've said, crazy bread this year. You guys should do well to follow me on X because I am active. Follow me on X and ask a question. You can pop your question in the chat. Follow me on X. We're going to write to the very end. Stop loss just below here. So that's all I can see. So I'll be waiting for my entry, and you guys should like and subscribe because I'll be back here next week. You guys should like and subscribe my small channel. I'm new and I just want to make a living. You understand? So there you have it, guys. There you have it, folks. That'll be all for today's episode and my first episode. Like and subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe. So that's basically my price position for Ethereum. Once again, look at it. We're gonna, this is $1,700. That's where I'll be buying Ethereum. Stop loss at 11 stop loss at 1 but riding all the way to $4,600 back. That's it. I'm just doing the quick recap. And for Bitcoin, we are buying at $62,000. That's if price come back. And our stop loss is at 54,680. This is not an entry. This is just, and it's not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just my price predictions of how Bitcoin might react based on historic movements, because we've seen how Bitcoin has been reacting. We're currently at the 2021 highs. We're currently trading about a few profits in 2021 highs. So if you bought at 2021 highs, you are most likely just a few profit and stops. So this is what I just feel. Price might come below that, and you have to be ready to take the more buys and stuff. So that will be all, guys, and thank you very much for joining